I'm in 2 weeks. I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
Trump promised to be the voice of the forgotten, the outsider who would shake up the system. But now, some of the very people who once rallied behind him are having second thoughts.
All I can say, I was a dumbass, voted for Trump only because of my beliefs. People around me encouraged it. I can think for myself, yes. But I felt at the time that was the better choice. Now I'm looking at it with everything going on. It was the worst decision I ever made. I wanted not to vote. But people said you won't be able to have a say in anything if you don't vote. I totally regret this.
Across the country, MAGA supporters are beginning to question their choice. Not just because of what he's done, but because of what he hasn't. They believed he would fight for them, drain the swamp, restore American greatness. But instead, they see chaos, division, and a movement that feels more about Trump than the country.
Okay, why'd you vote for Donald Trump?
Well, to be honest, I wanted no tax on overtime, but I'm starting to regret my decision because I think it's a lie now.
I thought he was different, some say. I thought he cared about us. From the Capitol riots to endless legal battles, from the drama on social media to broken promises, many now admit they didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, I want to jump on the bandwagon of saying that I regret my vote for Trump. My whole family does. My husband and I own a farm in Ohio that was funded through the Inflation Reduction Act, which Biden signed into law. And now the executive orders from Trump are rolling back all of that funding for us, so now we can no longer afford our farm. And when all that happened, it was like a lightning bolt hit my brain, and I realized that I shouldn't just be voting for myself, that Trump's policies and EOs are hurting millions of people, but it took it affecting me personally to understand what I had done was wrong. And I think it's really important for anyone to come out who voted for him and is now negatively impacted by the executive orders, or maybe you have friends or family, especially in minority communities, who are being very heavily impacted by what's going on right now. So yeah, I think it's time for us to stop being so selfish maybe and to vote for what's best for the country instead of just in our tiny little bubble, because we're all in the same boat now and we're all equally screwed by our new president.
The economy? Still a struggle. Healthcare? No real change. Unity? Nowhere in sight. Online, in conversations, and even at rallies, the regret is real. Some MAGA voters feel betrayed.
He's a good boy.
Pigott was abruptly fired last month from the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service, based here in Parkersburg, West Virginia. The reason given for the firings of 125 probationary employees at the Bureau? Poor performance.
I had my last review on the 31st of January, and I had the highest rating that you can get on a review, less than 21 days before I was terminated for my performance.
You voted for Donald Trump.
I did.
Do you regret that vote?
Yes, I do. To cut the knees out of the working class Americans just doesn't make sense to me. I expected more.
Others feel used, and more are saying out loud what they used to only whisper, "I regret voting for him." They were looking for hope, for change, for someone who would listen. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share the video.